Next question related to, when you did this particular paper, you might not have thought in this line, but from now start thinking in this line. Start thinking this line. Done. Question is about Asian Development Bank. Now please don't start panicking. Just relax. You should think very broadly. They are telling that Asian Development Bank is a multilateral development bank, blah blah blah, whatever. Not only in Asian region but also in Pacific region. Okay, whatever business thing, we don't know whether it is only in the Asian region or Pacific region, but nothing illogical. But some people may think, okay, Asian Development Bank must be in only in Asian region. Okay, that's a kind of thought that can pop up in your mind, but don't decide, let it be. We'll read other statement. This is the kind of mindset that you have. If the first statement seem confusing or tough, leave it there. Go to the second statement. Asian Development Bank provide assistance to countries through grants, loans, technical assistance. A bank is for these purposes, right? For providing loans, grants, etc., right? Is there anything illogical in that? No. That is true. Anyway, that is true. Then, membership of Asian Development Bank is for some particular persons only. You just imagine, Asian Development Bank. Is Asia more rich or Europe more rich? European countries are more rich or North American countries are more rich. So if we are opening a bank for Asian countries and USA is offering us, we'll invest 100 billion in your bank. Will we hesitate to do that? No. If we are restricting, ignore the knowledge part. Just use common sense. If we are a group of developing countries in the Asia and we are ready to accept whatever money anybody gives. If you are restricting the membership only for the Asian countries, all the richest countries are in the other part of the world. So it's not logical to restrict others from investing in our bank. So you cannot, and it's an extreme statement. It's telling that not because of the word only it is becoming extreme, but the context, the meaning of the statement is extreme. You are restricting the membership to some particular. Don't worry about this United Nations Economic Commission for Asia or whatever. Just take the meaning of that particular statement. It is restricting only for some countries. No, it's not possible. So if this is wrong, we are deciding here that it is not possible to restrict money flow from the richest countries. If this is wrong, then how can we say that it will not invest in Pacific? If USA is investing in this bank and we are telling that we won't be investing in Pacific countries, will they invest in our bank? No. So since we have decided this is wrong, this is correct. Right? Fine. This is how. Process the answer from upcoming statements. Then 12th question. Yeah, another interesting logic. Consider following. First statement. Okay. ECOWAS, whatever. So many details are given. Its function, okay, raise the living standards, enhance economic stability for all the good purposes. Okay, a particular institution, they are telling. Okay, fine. We don't know about it, let it be. But it is telling that, okay, you are making some institution for betterment of so many sections. Okay, fine. Then, second statement, ECOWAS is a regional political economic union of so many countries in the West Asia. We are not sure whether it is West Asia or which region, but connecting both statements, we got one idea, just like we solved that TIR question. It is a union of so many countries, it's an association of so many countries for the betterment of those countries. Right, this is clear from both statements. Now, because of that logic, this statement is true. There is nothing illogical. Okay, from the second statement, we have connected to first statement by making a conclusion that whatever be the institution, it is an association of countries for raising the living standards of the otherwise poor people. Right. Now there is a catch. So this statement anyway is correct. Now, ECOWAS, where you have to focus. That WA, anyway this is having an expanded version. Okay. It will be having a full form. Whether they are telling that WA, they are telling that it is West Asia. Now, you have to think. How you have to think? There are two alternatives. West Asia or West Africa. But in the exam hall, you may not be thinking about West Africa, but you think like this. West Asian countries, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, maybe whatever countries in that particular region, Israel, whatever countries, all maximum countries are rich. Okay, they are not having these poor living standards, but West African countries have. So that WA could be West Africa. From now on, whatever test that you do, think in that line. Okay, is there any more logical alternative for this? Okay, so then you will be able to connect that particular thing to that particular thing. Okay, it's not West Asia but West Africa. Now next. So this is wrong, this is correct. Yeah, conflict diamonds. Conflict diamonds. Just read with a calm mind. Okay, conflict diamonds means what? Some kind of diamonds and some conflicts are associated with it. Now read all the statement and find that particular statement which is more connected to this particular thing. First statement, diamond have like not polished diamonds. It's not related to conflict kind of thing. Then something that is imported to illegally. Okay, that sound some kind of a dispute or conflict. Okay, let it be. But our job is only 4 statements are there. Maximum connection should be there with the question. That particular statement must be the answer. Third statement, diamonds originate from an area controlled by forces other than government. That means some terrorists or some insurgent groups which are controlling this mining and they are opposing the government. Now there is a conflict. Conflict diamond. Then fourth statement is also somewhat related to this. Diamonds that originate from areas where there is a conflict in ownership in mining area. Now this is for fooling you. They have literally mentioned that word conflict just for attracting you. But what does this like? Because of only mention of that conflict word, it is not false. But because of the meaning, you just need to compare these two statements, which is more true. What is more logical? You see, what D is telling, there are two parties. Okay, Ambani and Adani. It is between conflict between. Oh no, I will mine this area. No, I will mine this area. Does that conflict sound more logical or this conflict sound more logical? This conflict sound more logical, right? Okay, so C is the answer. So whenever you are having a 50-50, go for the maximum probable statement, which is more logically connected to that particular question. Then 14. Now very simple, you see, don't worry that I have not read economic survey or budget. What is the second statement telling? Okay, there was a law like reduction in the rainfall, so there was a poor supply of onion in the market. Because of that, we banned the export of onion. Easily, right? Both are connected, right? So, A. Don't worry, don't overthink. Just think that you want to find the answers from the question paper itself. I have not studied anything. I just have a bare idea about things, but I have to pass this exam. Okay, this is the thing. This must be. Find the answers from the question paper. Then, yeah, 15. Now you see, like about GST. Now don't think that I have not clue about which all products have GST, which all products not have GST. From these statements, tell me anything, maybe 1 or 2 or 3, which is an inevitable thing in Indian culture, which is more closely related to all Indian families, which is one that particular item in this. Gold. Okay, whether you are rich or poor, whatever be the kind of marriage function that you are having, it is intimately related to Indian culture. Gold. Is there anything other than like this? If you are making gold in the highest GST slab, it will affect each and every Indians, right? But others are sin goods. Like if you are raising the kind of GST of the soft drinks or cigarettes or online games or luxury cars, that will be affecting a very skewed people. Okay, very narrow minority people. Okay, even if somebody, you may think like this. Okay, if cigarettes are put in the higher GST slab, that will be affecting more people, and more people may like fail to purchase that particular cigarette. Then that is good. Okay, because of raising the GST of cigarette, if people are quitting smoking, that is good. Okay, so that's always in higher GST slab only. So only gold is left, remaining other are in higher GST slab. Now, like, see the question, how takkudu a question is this? Okay, Basel norms. You see, Basel capital framework. Don't think that I don't know about anything about Basel or whatever. You just see, like you know it is related to banking. You know that it is related to banking. Okay, they're telling that Basel framework is so and so, blah, blah, blah. It is related to IMF. Is it related to IMF? No, it is related to Basel Committee on Banking Supervision. Like there is another committee exclusively for that. It's not related to IMF. Then they're telling that it is for improving the liquidity of banks and for stabilizing banks. Definitely. Whatever banking thing that is coming, that is for improving the capacity of banks, right? That statement is completely logical. You don't need to have any logic, knowledge for that. Third thing, RBI will be responsible for implementing. Other than RBI, who is taking care of bank in India? Right? No other agency, right? So that is true.